I've booked an Uber to pick me up and take me to Worcestershire Parkway station, and the number plates come up and it says 1969. So I don't know what the hell is picking me up.
Good afternoon. One person on YouTube said, Jeff, why don't you go and get a real job? So today I've gone and got a real job. I am a taxi driver. I'm a taxi. I'm about to go pick up my first fare. I'm not driving a Tesla, and I'm not driving a Prius or a hybrid Toyota. There's a hybrid Toyota taxi just about to go past. There it goes. I'm not in one of them. I am in a 1969 Renault 10. And because it's just had a new ignition coil, new ignition leads, a new battery strap, new battery terminals, a new bit of wiring, new spark plugs, a bit of a carburetor clean, and a clean of the distributor cap, and a slight movement of the distributor, it's running exactly like a Toyota Prius, except it's got a whole load more character. Now my first fare is a man called Tony. You might recognise him as EV Carnage, and he said he's going to be underneath this motorway bridge. Apparently that's where he hangs out. Tony does a bit of trade plate driving, and I think he's delivered a van. So I said I'd give him a lift to his next train station. So I'd say roll the tape. But what I mean is roll the meter. You know, the taxi meter. All right, Tony.
Hello, mate.
I'm your Uber. It's my Prius, Tesla.
Brilliant.
It's all right, isn't it?
This is your taxi?
This is my taxi.
Well,
Yeah.
I've got to admit,
Someone in my YouTube comments said, Jeff, you should go get a real job. You're my first fare, my first day.
brilliant. So this is definitely an Uber.
Yeah, all
Good,
insured.
because otherwise it's the worst episode of Fake Taxi I've ever seen.
Be booked, be insured. That's what they say.
Oh, wow.
Your Uber, so Worcestershire Parkway. Where you
Yes, please.
You going home now?
Yeah. And I may well not return before Christmas.
Is that you done for the Christmas break?
Well, I think so, yeah.
Yeah. This is your last one.
Well, I got to do on Thursday, so I shan't be going anywhere Thursday, and then I'll be hungover Friday, so
What's that,
Friday's out.
the EV Carnage Christmas party.
No, it's our self-employed losers who don't get invited to. You want to go right? Yeah, you do.
Yeah, go on then. Oh, we can go right.
I mean, yeah, it's not like you live here.
Have you got a train booked? Are you on a time crunch?
Yeah, 13:58.
Right, we best get going then.
That's not the year. That's probably the year this car was made.
I was trying to get some wheel spin, but it's not happening. So, yeah. Being freelance, yeah, you just work on your own all year.
Yeah.
And then even when you work for clients as well, they never invite you to the Christmas party, even if you... Like
Oh, good Lord, no.
I used to work freelance in an office, and I'd be the only one that didn't get a Christmas card. I'd be there almost every day.
Oh, no. No, so there's a bunch of us losers that are all self-employed.
Yeah.
So we meet up Thursday afternoon before Christmas.
Yeah.
And have a Christmas do of our own.
Love it.
It's about 12 of us this year.
Love it, love it. So if you were to round off the year then, what was the best and worst vehicles what you drove?
Best one, easy.
Go on.
XC40 milk float.
The Recharge.
The Recharge.
Fast, aren't they?
Unbelievable bit of kit. I mean, I'll still never buy a milk float in a million years.
Yeah.
But that blew my socks off.
Yeah.
400 brake horsepower, and it drives like a proper car. I was totally impressed with that. So the XC40 Recharge is number one.
Yeah.
Down the bottom, how long you got? You got the Vivaro E.
Yeah.
The Maxus E. I'd probably say the Maxus E is the crowning turd in the water pipe.
Someone sent me some photos of those Maxuses, right, at the dock where they come in, and
from China.
Yeah, they sent me the photos of underneath, and I messaged back and I said, how many under trays and bits of protection did you need to take off to get that picture? Because it was a photo of the motors all exposed on the rear axle.
Yeah.
And he said none.
Oh.
That's just how they are.
Well,
Could not believe it.
I mean, they've done the same, no expense spent inside.
Yeah, are they terrible?
Oh, shocking, shocking. And I picked one up from Telford somewhere, I think.
Yeah.
65 miles. That was it.
Really?
Yeah, it's flat.
The thing is as well, I did a video this morning, I was joking about doing a t-shirt that says straight to landfill, right?
Yeah.
Those Maxuses, straight to landfill.
Oh, yeah.
They're
Shocking.
terrible, aren't they? Like
Shocking.
from brand new.
Yeah. Yeah, they're probably the worst. I mean, but they...
I've just discovered one of the most unique hotels in London. This is Zeta Townhouse, a boutique hotel known for...
I haven't found a decent van yet.
Yeah.
the Transit, the king of vans.
Yep.
But apparently not as good as a Sprinter, according to the van men.
According to the van men, yeah, that's right. I thought the long wheelbase high top Transit was peak van. We got it right here, didn't we?
Yeah. But then at the same time, I don't really like the Sprinters.
No.
I'm not a big fan of Mercedes.
No. I've not had many on my channel either.
Well, my missus won't let me buy them anymore because she finds them really uncomfortable because I made her drive one home from Birmingham auction once.
Oh yeah.
And she got out and she was like a little cripple. So I said, right, we shan't be buying them anymore then. Yeah. No, they're crap. I'm not having that.
What about you do cars that aren't EV as well? What's the best thing you've driven that wasn't an EV? Anything that you thought, oh yeah, I'll have a bit of that?
My Alfa Romeo Spider. My Alfa Romeo 159 2.4 Ti.
Nice.
The Alfa Romeo 166 I bought in Usher. They're all Alfas. The 166 that I sold, I didn't even sell it. I basically gave it to charity.
Oh, man.
And now it's worth about 10 times what I sold it for.
Yeah. Those 166s are good looking cars, aren't they?
Oh, it was in royal blue too. God, it was beautiful.
Nice.
And the Range Rover Velar, I don't like it.
Yeah.
But so this is not about the Velar, but it was in a Velar.
Yeah.
So it could be any Range Rover, as long as it's got the cooling seat and seat massaging option.
Nice.
Because
so
the cooling seat option, when you put that on, it blows an icy blast of cold air right up your rectum. Oh man. And then you've got the seat massager in the back doing the snaky thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's as close as you're going to get to sex in a car.
A friend of mine's got a Volvo XC90.
Yeah.
And he took me out in that the other day. Well, it was in March, but the year's gone quite fast. And he put the seat massager on. I found it a bit weird.
Oh, it is weird.
And you couldn't turn it off as well. It was on a timer. I was like, bit odd.
No, the Range Rover ones aren't like that. But I drove a brand new Defender the other day.
Yeah.
And that is superb.
But how much are they? They're like,
No, weirdly, this one was 65 grand.
Was it?
Yeah, compared to the Range Rover the Vogue Velar, which are, six figures.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd have a Defender every time.
Right, so there you go then.
The 330e, BMW 330e.
Yep.
That was a bit mental. I enjoyed that. But boy racer wise, I picked up a Fiesta ST. Yeah. Proper old school with race mode on it. And I drove it in the wet.
Just brings out the child.
Oh, and it was popping and banging. and I was driving it just like a 17-year-old should drive it.
Yeah. You're too old for popping and banging.
No.
Love it.
You never be too old for that, yeah.
I don't think you're ever too old for driving like an absolute hooligan.
No. That's the whole point, and that's why milk floats don't work, because you go. Yeah.
I think the one that got me, the first milk float video that you did, you were moaning about the little Peugeot electric one, and I remember you said the numbers on it, and you'd driven about 25 feet and needed to charge.
Oh, I did.
That was the first video I watched, and I subscribed to you, and I was like, no way, how can they be that bad?
It's a 208. Yeah. See, the problem is that my mate owns the Peugeot dealership in Cornwall.
Ah, right.
But I can't help it. It's not my fault. Somebody sent me a message the other day saying, you ain't going to be happy about this, Tony. I was like, I'll sort it out when I see him in the pub. But,
it's the truth, though, isn't it?
You can't help it. Yeah. As I keep saying, it's not my fault they're shit.
No, exactly.
And it's not just the Peugeots. I mean, anything at the bottom end of the range.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about anything that's not basically German.
Yeah.
Is crap.
Yeah. And with say bottom end of the range, there's still 25 grand. Like that little E208, they're 30 grand new.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
That's well, it's more money than, but nobody buys them, do they? They just lease them.
No, they don't. I reckon, right, if
you get them on a 2-year lease and then they go back, and then I want to know what happens to them after that 2-year lease. Because what happens is with all petrol diesel cars, they go on a 3-year lease, then they go back, they're refurbed, and they're put out to 2 different auction companies, both of which I'm registered with. And then you buy them and you sell them on in the second-hand market. Well, that's not happening with electric.
No, they're not.
Because nobody wants them.
No. So there's strange things going on where...
So where are they?
Well, they get they get moved around again, which is really odd. There's a guy on Twitter called Barry Crampton, and he's brilliant. You have time?
8 minutes.
8 minutes, and he is logging where these cars are going, and he's getting like, so he'll do a post on Twitter, and it's like, right, there's 25 electric, whatever they are. They're all registered a year ago. Where have they been for a year? They've just gone on Auto Trader with 13 miles on the clock. Where have they been?
This simple yet brilliant trick to heat your home in 90 seconds will save thousands of pounds on...
They're not selling, so...
On airfields, all over the country, in various locations that are best not revealed for security purposes, but they're everywhere, and they're just parked up there.
Amazing.
And they get pre-registered, so then that contributes to the sales.
Yeah, exactly, because then they can go, oh look, we've sold a new car. Well, you didn't. You registered. Oh, it's registrations, isn't it? So they're incentivised for registration. Yeah. So then they can say, right, we registered 1,000 cars.
And I would imagine there's a government incentive for registering every new EV. I don't know what it is, but I imagine there is, because a lot of the electric stuff goes to civil servants. Yeah. Because they get it on their salary sacrifice scheme. Yeah. So it ends up costing them literally nothing. Yeah. But then it costs somebody something. Yeah. The taxpayer.
It does, yeah. Someone,
You know, somebody's paying somewhere.
Someone is paying. Yeah.
But it's filling the place with an unnatural amount of EVs. Yeah. That everyone goes, oh, they're selling really well. Yeah. Well, yeah, but if you can have a Tesla for, a £60,000 Tesla for £200 a month.
Yeah. These Volkswagen ID buzzes as well, right? Because they can't sell them. The lease deals on them now are so good. They're starting. Even I'm starting to think, oh yeah, I could get one of them for 250 quid a month.
I seen one 70% off the other day, and I thought, no.
Yeah. But I quite like the ID Buzz. It's quite a good looking thing.
No, because then you're basically buying a modern version of the old Transporter. Yeah. And the old Transporter, and everyone goes whimsical about old Transporters, especially in Cornwall, all the surfer dudes. And it's like, oh, my mate used to have 2 vintage ones, and I just said, it's just scrap on wheels.
They were scrap on wheels.
I mean, what are you going to do with it? Oh, I'm going to drive it. Well, don't drive it too far.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you've got more chance of getting further in a milk float than you have in an old Transporter.
I reckon you're
right.
And
the ID Buzz is just the new version of that.
Yeah, but people seem to be loving them, and these lease deals getting cheaper. They might even be able to sell enough.
I've driven all the VW ID4 and ID3, and God, they're shit.
They've missed the trick, haven't they? Like, they've killed the brand, because VW should have done something decent. But the ID Buzz at least looks good. The others, they just look crap.
Oh God, I described it in one of my videos, the ID4, as a tin of Magnolia paint on wheels.
Oh, they're terrible. It's like they forgot to design it.
Well, yeah, and then you get in it, and it's.
There's bad inside. I haven't dared getting one.
It's like sitting in a library, but a library with shit books in it.
Go on then, what's your dream car? If I gave you £1 million right now, what are you buying?
Aston Martin Vantage.
Yeah? What year? Like an 80s one?
No, new.
New Vantage?
Yeah, no. The Astons in the 80s and 90s are just Ford Mondeos. So
they weren't built as well as the Mondeos.
My mate bought a DB9, and he said, do you want to buy it off me? And I said, why? He said, because I hate it. I said, why is that? He said, it's got this huge engine in it, but no technology. And he said, it just relies on skill. And I don't want that.
Fair enough.
Yeah, probably a DB12 or it would be an Aston Martin anyway. That'd be the dream car.
Yeah. How's your Christmas and New Year shaping up? We're tail end of December now. We winded down. You've obviously got your freelance Christmas party.
Freelance Christmas party Thursday.
Where you going for that? Night out in Truro?
No. Little pub called the New Inn in Towdreth is our local.
Nice.
So they're on Thursday. Saturday is Smudgers Do. You must have heard of Smudgers Do. It's legendary. No, because only 14 people go. But anyway, it's his do. Yeah. Christmas Eve, meeting a mate from the racing club on the beach at lunchtime, and then pub for a couple, and then home. Christmas Day home. Boxing Day, out singing.
Oh yeah.
Always go out singing Boxing Day.
Oh, good man.
Proper old Cornish stuff.
I like that.
And then 27th, Truro. Mate's 40th. No, 40 something. He's older than that. Anyway, it turns out it's 2 wrestlers' birthdays on the 27th.
Oh, okay.
So it's a WWF thing.
Is your train coming in? No. I'm banned from Wetherspoons in Truro.
Well, that's a godsend. Why is that?
Stealing a sofa.
Did you actually steal it then?
Yeah.
What, just walked out with it?
Well, I can't remember. It was a very, very bad night. Big, heavy university thing. I think I was driving the school minibus. The university minibus. We had it on the roof. Yeah. It was one of them that's probably best forgotten. But
No, because those stories are the ones... Those are the best stories. We once nicked a picnic table from the pub.
Love it.
Because we wanted it for a party the following day. And then when we went back to the pub, and the landlord was going mental about somebody who nicked his picnic table, and we went, yeah, that's bloody terrible, that is.
Yeah.
I tell you what, we'll go and look for it. I knew where it was in my back garden.
Free drinks.
Yeah, we set alight to a can of tire weld that night. Oh man, you got to try that.
Tire weld.
It blew the fire out. It was that much of an explosion.
Really?
Yes, that little clear hose just went.
Yeah.
Oh, it was like Roadrunner.
I'll pencil that in for one of those boring days between Christmas and New Year's.
Yeah, it's got to be empty.
The other thing we used to do with the Falmouth University minibuses, we used to see how fast we could get it. You know, as you go down the A30 and you've got that McDonald's on the right, the big hill.
Hamburger Hill.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. But I had a speed limiter on it, but if you could build up enough speed going up the hill and then knock it into neutral, you could get it up to 100 mile an hour.
Yeah, you're duck.
Yeah, we're like 16 people in the back.
Beauty.
Love it. Your train's about to arrive.
Yeah.
EV Carnage, go and buy your mugs.
Merry Christmas.
Have you got any mugs left, or are they all sold out?
I've got a few. I'm not a mug. I didn't buy any EV mugs.
I like it. Yeah. Now
right, this is like fake taxi. There's no exit, is there? How'd you get out?
How long does it take Tony to work it out? You're stuck in.
There's not even a bloody window!
Oh no, the window didn't work
You
either.
dirty...
Hey! Right, enjoy your train home. Can you please leave me a 5-star Uber review?
I will do. I never leave Uber reviews, but on this occasion I will.
I don't know where you'd leave it.
You can stick it wherever
You
you
keep
like.
telling me to go get a real job. What do I want to do that for?
No, what? When we can do this?
I'll be terrible at a real job. I'd be sacked within 5 minutes.
What's this on the roof here?
Oh, don't look at the roof. Something fell on it in a shipping container on its way over. It's from South Africa, innit? That's why you never see them in England, because they rusted away. But this one was from South Africa, so it was rescued.
Merry Christmas, Jeff's viewers.
See you later, Tony.
Cheers, mate.
Legend. Love Tony. He's all right, he is. Tony from EV Carnage, ladies and gentlemen. Right, that's it. That's my shift over. There you go. One shift. You didn't pay your taxi fare! No, I don't take cards. You can swipe it. Cash only in here, mate. Thanks for watching.